Tech by Pipe. Today we've got a little bit of a treat. We have the Gigabyte Aorus 1515p YD gaming laptop, and the reason it's a treat is I've never actually seen one of these laptops up close or held one in my hands, and so this will be a first for the channel. This particular laptop comes with the i7-11800H processor, 32 gigs of RAM, expandable up to 64 gigs, and then a 4th gen 1 terabyte SSD, RTX 3080, 8 gigs GDDR6, maxes out to 130 watts, and then we got the 15.6 Full HD anti-glare 240 hertz screen. So we're really excited about this laptop. We're going to unbox it. We're going to check out the chassis. We'll check out the internals, and then I'll have some initial thoughts at the end. Let's get into it. We'll start over in the corner here. Looks like there's been a little bit of damage right here. Not sure if you see that or not. I'm going to spin it around a little bit. And not only that, is there's quite the indentation here too. So UPS, very, very bad. But hopefully the laptop isn't damaged and all will be forgiven. Make sure you don't cut yourself. Okay. Well, that was just the exterior box, so looks like the actual laptop box is not touched in any way that I can tell. Boy, I like that a lot. Alright, let's spin this back around. Has a security seal. Not sure if you see that or not. So we'll go ahead and crack that open since it has not been touched. Obviously it's time to get a new knife. Down like that. I'm guessing this is the power brick and cable. Set that off to the side. And here's the laptop. We'll get the box out of the way here. Start with power brick and cable. Oh, okay, so it has the propaganda in with the power brick and cable, which I've never seen before. Usually it's in its own separate spot. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. I believe this is a 230 watt power brick. Yeah, 230 watts. And then we got our cable. Standard looking. Alright. I like the fact that they put the propaganda in a Ziploc instead of a sealed plastic wrap. Usually I end up butchering those. Oh, look at this. Okay, so they gave us some thermal pads for additional SSDs, so that tells me there is an extra slot in the laptop for extra storage. That's pretty awesome. We'll check it out for sure, but good indicator. Great. Here we go. Separate, quick start guide. So that's good. Okay, and then we have our warranty card. Always good to have. Let's go ahead and put those back in the envelope. We will revisit the thermal pads later. But let's go ahead and get to the main event here. So the top of the laptop, the lid here, there's very little flex around the edges, but once you get towards the middle, near the logo, there is a little bit of flex. Let's see if we can lift up the lid here with one finger. Oh wow, no sliding at all. That's nice. Okay, so right away, before we even take this keyboard protector off, you can see right here that the camera is down underneath the screen here. Not on the screen, but underneath the screen, but on the actual keyboard deck. And it looks like you got two mics and the camera, and it looks like you have a slider here to block the camera if you want to, for security reasons. Already we know it has an HDMI 2.1 for 4K 120 Hertz external. Thunderbolt 4, supports PCIe Gen 4 storage. DTS X Ultra audio technology. I kind of like these little grills right here. I'm guessing that is for airflow, but I kind of like it. Gives it kind of a gritty look about it. Let's check out the keyboard deck here. There is a little bit of flex right around the palm rest, right at the top here. Not sure if you can see that or not. Obviously there's skinny edges here. Boy, I don't know how I feel about that. That's strange. Okay. Below the screen, no flex at all. Looks like you got the power button. It's hard to see, but it's right underneath where the actual camera is. So you got your power button. Keyboard is okay. There is good travel. It just feels a little mushy, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's not bad. I like the fact that it has a numpad. I'm not necessarily sure this is necessary on a gaming laptop, though. I don't know. They could have expanded it out, give it a little more key travel. Let's check out the mouse here. It's a little small for my taste. I wish it was a little bit bigger. They've got space here to do it. Good clicking action. Right to the very top, actually. All the way through the middle. But the keyboard, if you push down, you see that there is flex on the keyboard deck and underneath the mouse. Glides pretty well. All right. Let's check out the I/O. Okay, let's check out the I/O here. So, you have the HDMI 2.1 port. You have a mini display 1.4 port. You have the USB 3.2 Type A port. You have the microphone earphone jack, and then you have an Ethernet port. Then on the right hand side here you have two more USB 3.2 Type A ports. You have a USB-C Thunderbolt 4 port, and then you have the full-size SD slot with the power port. You have some venting here, and I missed the venting over on this side, and then you have plenty of venting in the back, and then if you were to flip this over, a lot of venting on the bottom here. That's awesome. And then you have the two grills here for the speakers. You have some interesting little feet here. They're rubber, and you got them kind of in this V shape on both sides, and then you have the three small ones on the bottom. And so that is very interesting. I'm guessing the logo here lights up. Oh, we'll find that out soon enough. Let's go ahead and check out the internals. Okay, we're going to take a look at the internals here, but first I want to talk about the bottom plate. It was secured by 12 these T6H screws to the chassis. They are a little bit different. It's the first time I've seen them on a laptop, so Gigabyte likes to do things just a little bit differently. Chassis is made out of a magnesium alloy. Like I said before, it has these rubber feet that keeps the laptop off of the desk for better airflow or better air intake in this case. Has the three down here at the bottom. Has two speaker grills. Alright, set that off to the side here. So, the first thing we see glaringly is the 99 watt battery, which is the biggest battery you can carry on a flight if you're traveling somewhere. You got your 1 terabyte SSD that this laptop came with, and then you have the Intel AX200 wireless card, which is swappable, and then you have your extra slot here for another SSD for more storage, and then you have your two kind of downward and to the side facing speakers, and then you have the two shared heat pipes, and then the singular heat pipe for GPU and CPU cooling with the two fans here. And then we have our memory, so let's take a look at that real quick. I want to take one out so we can get a better look at it. I want to be careful because we don't want to bend anything. So we're going to flip that over. I'm just going to show this to you. Like I said before, this has 32 gigs of memory, 16 gigabyte DIMMs each. And it's the 1.2 volt CL22, if you can see that, 3200 DDR4. Alright, let's go ahead and put that back in place. sure it is secured. Alright, I think we've covered everything on the internals. And like I said before, the memory can be upgraded to 64 gigs if you so choose. Okay, so I want to weigh the laptop real quick. The laptop alone weighs 4 pounds, 14.8 ounces, and then if we include the cables and the power brick, it comes out at 6 pounds, 12.3 ounces. Something else that I want to check that I didn't initially check in the beginning, we're just going to set this off to the side, is I wanted to check out the screen flex. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. See if it's got any wobble. Kind of does. Oh yeah. You know, it's only being held in place by these two hinges, and they're pretty small and thin. I don't know how I feel about that. There is a little flex there. Yeah. Alright, something to keep in mind. The Gigabyte Aorus 15-inch gaming laptop. So I like this laptop. It's not one of my favorites so far. One of the reasons being is the flex in the screen, and there was quite a bit of wobble. I can't do it now because it's not on the desk, but you saw it before. The hinges seem a little bit flimsy. Something else that I'm not too fond of is the webcam down here below the lid, the screen here, that's still on the right above the keyboard. Right, it's a straight shot up the nose. Something that nobody wants to see. And I don't know. It just seems like it's magnesium alloy, but it feels very, very plasticky. Maybe even a little cheap. I don't want to say that, but it kind of feels that way. So I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the quality of the chassis. Lots of venting, lots of I/O, full-size SD slot, lots of opportunity for storage in the internals, extra SD slot. You can upgrade the memory up to 64 gigs, swappable Wi-Fi card. Seems like a lot of heat pipes, a lot of fan. I think this laptop would stay cool while playing AAA games. We're going to go ahead and turn this on, do some benchmarking, some gaming, and we'll bring those results to you in our next video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more tech videos by Tech by Pike, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. It helps the channel, and it gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. It also gives us an opportunity to grow as we go along, and for that, we appreciate it. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.